Welcome to Learning Together Too. I am so glad that you're here. In this video, we are going to review how to subtract mixed fractions using method 1, from the mixed fractions to the solution. Look, our Mojituti friend Wendy has come to help us. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, what would we get if from 6 3/4 we subtract 2 5/8? That's okay, Wendy. Let's work it out together. Let's move the statement to the side to have more workspace. Wendy, there are two ways in which we could solve this problem. One way to solve this problem is without expressing the mixed fractions as improper fractions. We'll need to pay close attention to the proper fractions part. We'll call this method 1. Wendy, the first thing that we notice is that the proper fractions have different denominators. So we need to rewrite the expression. Wendy, the whole number in the first mixed fraction stays the same. Now let's rewrite 3/4 as 6/8. Well done, Wendy. The whole number in the second mixed fraction also stays the same. 5/8 already has 8 as its denominator, so it stays the same. In a separate video, our Mojituti friend Frank helps us as we review different denominators and how to express fractions with the same denominator. Make sure to check out the video if you're wondering how we did that. Wendy, let's subtract the whole numbers. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Very good, Wendy. Now let's subtract the proper fractions. 6/8 minus 5/8 is equal to 1/8. Well done, Wendy. In a separate video, our Mojituti friend Pasha helps us as we review how to subtract fractions with the same denominator. Make sure to check out the video if you're wondering how we did that. So our final answer is 4 1/8. Excellent, Wendy. Make sure to check out those videos first before reviewing subtracting mixed fractions, method 1. If you're familiar with those procedures, let's try it again. If you have the exercise book for this video, bring it out to work with it. Feel free to pause the video at any time as you follow along in the book. Wendy, 3 4/5 minus 2 2/3 is equal to what? Let's move the statement to the side. Wendy, remember that with method 1, we'll need to pay close attention to the proper fractions part. Since the denominators are different, we need to rewrite the statement. Wendy, the whole number in the first mixed fraction stays the same. Now let's rewrite 4/5 as 12/15. Very good, Wendy. The whole number in the second mixed fraction also stays the same. Let's rewrite 2/3 as 10/15. Very good, Wendy. Wendy, let's subtract the whole numbers. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Nicely done, Wendy. Now let's subtract the fractions. 12 15ths minus 10 15ths is equal to 2 15ths. Well done, Wendy. So our final answer is 1 and 2 15ths. Excellent, Wendy. Let's try it again. Wendy, 3 and 1/4 minus 1 and 3/5 is equal to what? Let's move the statement to the side. Wendy, since the denominators are different, we need to rewrite the statement. Wendy, the whole number in the first fraction stays the same. Now let's write 1/4 as 5/20. Nicely done, Wendy. The whole number in the second mixed fraction also stays the same. Let's rewrite 3/5 as 12/20. Very good, Wendy. Uh-oh, Wendy. We cannot take 12 away from 5. 5/20 needs to borrow one whole number from its whole number 3 before we can do anything else. Right now, we are only going to be working with 3 and 5/20. So let's rearrange our whiteboard, move things around a bit, and hide the rest of the statement for the moment. First, we'll rewrite our mixed fraction. Wendy, we know that 3 is the same as 2 plus 1. But remember, Wendy, it's 3 and 5/20. So it's also 2 plus 1 and 5/20. This 1 right here is what we'll borrow from the 3 and add to the 5/20. Let's go ahead and rearrange our numbers before we add the 1. Wendy, the 2 stays the same. Now let's bring over the 1 and add 5/20 to it. Wendy, let's rewrite 1 as 20/20 so that both fractions have the same denominator. Nicely done, Wendy. We can do this because 20 divided by 20 is equal to 1. Great job, Wendy. 20/20 plus 5/20 is equal to 25/20. Nice job, Wendy. Wendy, let's not forget the 2. Now, Wendy, how can we be sure that 3 and 5/20 and 2 and 25/20 are equal? Wendy, what is 3 and 5/20 expressed as an improper fraction? 65/20. That's right, Wendy. And what is 2 and 25/20 expressed as an improper fraction? 65/20 as well. Though they look different, they both have the same value and are equal. Because they are equal, we can use 2 and 25/20 to solve the problem instead of 3 and 5/20. Now that our denominators are the same, and we can easily subtract our numerators, let's subtract our mixed fractions. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Very good, Wendy. And 25/20 minus 12/20 is equal to 13/20. Nice job, Wendy. So our final answer is 1 and 13/20. Excellent, Wendy. Wendy, the extra step that we had to take to get our answer may be one reason why some people prefer method 2 over method 1. Method 2 consists of expressing the mixed fractions as improper fractions to solve the problem, and then expressing the final answer as a mixed fraction. In some cases, like this one, method 2 takes fewer steps than method 1. And check out the video where Victor, our Mojituti friend, will give us a hand solving the problems using method 2. Just remember that both methods should always give the same answer. So if you need to check your answer, you may do so by solving the problem using both methods. Wendy, let's take a look at what we just did in one smooth operation. Let's move the statement a little more to have even more room. Wendy, once we rewrite our mixed fractions so that their proper fractions part have the same denominator, we notice that we cannot take 12 away from 5 because 5 minus 12 will give us a negative number, and we don't want that. And let's put parentheses around 3 and 5/20. That way we'll remember that they are a group. Very good, Wendy. Now, Wendy, let's break apart 3 and 5/20. And remember the minus 1 and 12/20 part. Next, let's write 3 as 2 plus 1 because we know that 3 and 2 plus 1 are equal. Nice job, Wendy. 5/20 stays the same. Wendy, let's remember the minus 1 and 12/20 part. Now we write 1 as 20/20 so that it has the same denominator, nicely done, Wendy, as 5/20. Wendy, let's not forget the minus 1 and 12/20 part. Now we can add 2 plus 20/20 plus 5/20 together so that we'll have 2 and 25/20. That's right, Wendy. Again, Wendy, let's remember the minus 1 and 12/20 part. Wendy, now we are ready to subtract our mixed fractions. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Very good, Wendy. And 25/20 minus 12/20 is equal to 13/20. Nice job, Wendy. So our answer is 1 13/20. Excellent, Wendy. Wendy, when we come across a problem like this one, and we use this method to solve it, these are the steps we take and the way we write it out. Here's another one, Wendy. What would we get if from 7 we subtract 3 3/4? How do we subtract a mixed fraction from a whole number? Let's find out. Let's move the statement to the side to have more workspace. Wendy, to solve this problem, we are going to follow a number of simple steps. Wendy, the first thing that we're going to do is break down the 3 3/4. We're going to write it as 3 plus 3/4. Wendy, the parentheses are important because they remind us that 3 plus 3/4 is a group. Nicely done, Wendy. Wendy, that means that the minus sign applies to both 3 3/4. Keep that in mind. Right now, let's not forget the 7 and the minus sign. Wendy, remember that since we're subtracting, we have to respect the order of the numbers. So the 7 comes first. Very good, Wendy. Wendy, let's get rid of the parentheses by distributing the negative sign. Remember that 3 plus 3/4 is a group. So we apply the negative sign to both. Very good, Wendy. Now we have 7 minus 3 minus 3/4. Wendy, our next step is to rewrite the 7 as 6 plus 1 so that we can borrow a 1 from it. We can express the 7 like this without changing the value of 7 because 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Nice job, Wendy. Wendy, make sure to remember the minus 3 minus 3/4 part. Now, Wendy, we are going to subtract 3 from 6. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. That's right, Wendy. Wendy, let's not forget the plus 1 minus 3/4 part. Wendy, our next step is to rewrite the 1 as 4/4. We can do this because 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. Great job, Wendy. And we write it as 4/4 so that both of our fractions have the same denominator. Nicely done, Wendy. Wendy, make sure to remember the 3 and minus 3/4. Wendy, since we are subtracting, we have to respect the order of the numbers. Wendy, now we can subtract 3/4 from 4/4. 4/4 minus 3/4 is equal to 1/4. Well done, Wendy. Wendy, let's remember to add the 3. Wendy, 3 plus 1/4 can be expressed as 3 and 1/4. Excellent, Wendy. This is our answer. Wendy, this is another example where method 1 takes more steps than method 2, and it might be another reason why some people prefer method 2 over method 1. Just remember that both methods should give the same answer. There's one more thing to keep in mind, Wendy. What would we get if to 4 and 2/3 we subtract 3? How do we subtract a whole number from a mixed fraction? Let's find out. Let's move the statement to the side to have more workspace. Wendy, we can think of 4 and 2/3 as 4 plus 2/3. Remember that we can think of all mixed fractions in this way, and it's what we've been doing when we break the mixed fractions apart. Wendy, let's remember the 3. So what we have is 4 plus 2/3 minus 3. Wendy, since we're subtracting, we have to respect the order of the numbers. Now let's subtract the whole numbers. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Nice job, Wendy. Wendy, let's remember the plus 2/3. 1 plus 2/3 can be expressed as 1 and 2/3. Excellent, Wendy. That's our answer. Wendy, if we look closely, we'll see that what we did was simply subtract the whole numbers and keep the fraction. If we can remember that, we'll save ourselves a lot of steps. Wendy, I think you've got it. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for upcoming videos. For more great videos, visit learningtogether2.com. If you already have the exercise book, continue with solving the problems, and thank you so very much for your support. But if you don't have it, get the exercise book that goes along with this video. Find the link below in the description or by visiting learningtogether2.com. You might also like to get Wendy or your favorite Mojituti character. To learn more, visit Mojituti.com. Please subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And don't forget to click on the like button. See you soon! Oh, by the way, are you a puzzle person? Find your puzzle at the Vista Puzzles. Scan the QR code or find the link below in the description or by visiting learningtogether2.com.